Could also see Quint. He's just at the end of this. Go back to Corpse Tunnel. I will not go back to Corpse Tunnel. Oh, he's probably driving, right? We're never gonna catch him. Well, unless he drives like this. In which case... What are you doing, dude? He's drunk, brother. He's also outside of the car. Hello, Quint? Can we... My friend? Modern day teens would love this design. Must be Quint's ride. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Quint, we gotta talk, brother. You got... Oh, I've heard of ghost riding the whip, but this is ridiculous. Dude, you're drunk. You're absolutely hammered. Alright, I'll see you at the diner later tonight, dude. Bar, same old. This is actually how Japanese bars are named. Mia Downrock, the XJ store now open. Don't even get me started on them. Mash Bros Market. Okay, I get it. The General Mart, which is definitely not a movie theater. This is the second Studio GV here. Okay. What the hell, dude? He's drunk. That's the guy we're supposed to catch.
Zach, looks like we still have some time to kill.
What are you talking about?
Let's pass the time elsewhere.
It's like 2 minutes before. You know, men seek ways to kill time, while time seeks ways to kill men. Does he shave that line into his temple? Or is that like, is it from a scar?
Agent York, it's Nick.
He's hammered, dude. He's got that H&M drip, though. Oh, hands in the back pocket. Very uncommon body language. Unless you're playing the role of Daisy Duke in the 2006 Dukes of Hazzard remake. Isn't he the white supremacist? That's a different D Duke. I understand the reference. No idea what you're talking about. It's very simple. Remember that movie, Zach? There was a period in the mid-2000s where every 1970s television show was made into a feature-length film. Starsky and Hutch, Dukes of Hazzard. Didn't they make a Chips movie with Dax Shepard and somebody else? Get Smart, that's right. The A-Team. My favorite of those, probably 2004 Starsky and Hutch. Do you remember Ben Stiller in his getup saying, "Do it, do it"? A classic movie moment. Don't forget the director of that film, Todd Phillips, went on to direct Joker. That's right. And who starred in that? Joaquin Phoenix. He won the Oscar for that movie. Remember, Zach? Oh, it's so high octane. Oh my god. Oh, if they get us in an accident in a cutscene after my perfect driving. It was actually like a 1440.
I think someone's putting a curse on all the cars I drive recently.
Agent York, Nick's getting away.
Don't want the time to get serious. Hold on, you two. This might get bumpy.
I, for real, thought he was gonna go in reverse the whole way. All the forward gears on the transmission are broken. Skirt.
Is Nick here?
I like he was telling us where to park.
No, he hasn't showed up here.
What about Diane? Any movement?
No action here at all.
What is that?
Something happened?
Yes, a little. But George, something's different about you. Are you okay?
Actually, I had a little drink while I was waiting. This is my first murder case, after all. I'm on edge, and I needed one. It was
At least
only
he
a little,
didn't shave
though.
his mustache.
I'm still in control.
Those are just old tin cans. Those are not doorknobs.
Zach, Nick and Diane are probably both inside. George, you're sure you didn't see Nick?
Positive. I haven't taken my eyes from the entrance all night.
Not that I don't trust you, George. But I'm positive Nick is here. Is there another entrance?
Not that I know of.
A house with 2 doors? Okay,
Well,
city boy.
Help me out if you can, would you?
Hold on, I gotta eat some. What do we even have? Okay, that's alright. We got 2 chocolate chip cookies. We got 8 pairs of chocolate chip cookies, is what I meant to say. Just chow down on those. That'll keep you from getting low blood sugar for about 15 seconds. Alright. Dude, I'm telling you that I would love to have a rain cloak like this. I think it would really fit my my personal style.
Amazing. Great. Yes.
This is Dan's internal monologue in PUBG.
Bullseye.
Oh, how did you get here?
Emily, I want you guys to...
Kevin.
Wait out here, I know. I'm not gonna fight you about this anymore. But promise me this. If there's trouble, then you'll call us in, okay? You might not think so, but we're a team.
A team.
That's what I think, at least, and I'm interested
This is a
in you and
4th liner
Zach.
on the Canucks talking to Elias
I don't want anything to
Pettersson.
happen to you before I hear more about you two.
Hey, we're in this together, right? And this is a hearty,
Zach, did you
deep
hear
breath.
that? She wants to know more about you.
Ooh.
Isn't that a nice surprise? Amazing.
A Deadly Premonition 2? My man should definitely vape. I shouldn't antagonize the vapors. I just, sometimes I just shake my head. Like I saw, when I was walking around yesterday, I saw a dude just standing, like looking out over the horizon, just taking cloud after cloud. Like chain vaping, but not just like a little puff, like literally every 3 seconds blowing like an enormous cloud and then like looking introspective into the middle distance. And I was just like, man, that's just too much. You gotta everything in moderation, dude, including moderation. Dude, now I want a pitch shifted misbehaving. Mama told me not to. I did it anyway. That you could, when you make a movie about a possessed kid, they can use that song. Wait for it. 2024 Warner Brothers, a dark reboot of Misbehaving. Dude, it's the night the skeletons came to life. The prophecy is true. Oh. Got him. What? Got a slippery. Okay, get ready to evade. Nailed it. Even though it collided with me, we got it. I'm ready. I'm ready. He's done it. We need more space. Put me on the other side of the tunnel. The vapors are coming back for me. I'm sorry. I know I have problematic opinions about it. I never smoked myself. As a result, I'm less sympathetic than I should be to the plight of the smoker. It's a bad habit. Use steel pipe or it'll take forever. Really? You really believe that? Who's got good comedic timing now? In the original release, that enemy takes around 2,000 SMG bullets to kill. Just a light sleep, please, because I don't want to have to eat after this. I'll take it. You ever realize that the whole entirety of human existence is just balancing those 2 meters? ZZZ and hunger? Like, sometimes there's, like, environmental reasons you have to go a specific path. This one, they're like, just shoulder high blood vines. That's good enough. It's like being in line to get into PAX. You walk a mile, you're in the same spot. Ah. There's 3 apples on the tree. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate this goddamn song, dude. He's done it. Just, what is that? Stop! I killed you! Stop it! Ripe apple. Do I still need to... Nah. I'm thinking I gotta solve the puzzle in time or something. So you get green apple. We got plenty of time. He's old, so he gets ripe apple. It's just science. Can you take a second to look at the picture of the baby? That baby's too young to be eating that apple. You need to mush that up or chop it up. This is a red apple, man, right here, guaranteed. This looks like Malf's high school yearbook. Incredible. Don't kill me. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice shot.
That is my internal
Amazing.
monologue during Tetris.
Nice shot.
Actually, that's not true. My internal monologue during Tetris is essentially just, you know, dunk, dunk-a dunk, dunk-a dunk, dunk-a dunk, dunk-a dunk, 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 run your sets, like over and over and over. That, and then send them, and then something, something, rare air, something, something in the cream. Chunk the meta, run the meta. That's okay. They got ball players too. Building a summer home on the garbage hole.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Great. Yes.
If I saw you in public and I started saying bullseye, nice shot, etc., over and over, would you jersey me and then punch me in the stomach? No, because I'm not out here trying to like get an assault charge.
Yes.
For no reason. But you could also just say, hey, are you Ryan?
Nice shot.
And
Bullseye.
then we could have like a normal human interaction. I did not see the footage from Microsoft's new flight simulator, but I will like 98% be playing that myself as well. Yo, it's a big pog. Big pog in chat, please. What are you doing here? So it was you. It's the sarcastic SpongeBob font. That'll smart. Ah! Blood! So red. Wearing a... Your murder outfit is a sleeveless leather vest? So the dishwasher's done. Oh, here we go. Somebody's smoke detector's going off. No, TomoQuest does not have this level of combat. TomoQuest is a non-violent game. All you do is dodge spikes. There's no acts of aggression, except I suppose on an implied level by whatever entity placed the spikes there in the first place. But we're targeting a Q3 2020 release. Use melee, please. Is it actually faster? Yeah, because this is what I was concerned would happen when I used melee. So I'm thinking I'm probably just gonna stick with the machine gun instead. Where does Deadly Premonition rank on the list of recent subscriber games? I mean, the game is very good. It's just like... also terrible during parts like this. It's a game you can't criticize. It's immune to your criticism, if that makes sense. It is absolutely not, but it is, you know? I think it's like,
great.
I've been making this analogy to Kate a lot, you know? In the era of cancel culture, the people most susceptible to being canceled, I mean, obviously are people who have done some messed up stuff, but on top of that, people who actually believe, like in their heart of hearts, that they desire to be a good person. If you have someone who doesn't desire to be a good person, or perhaps even revels in being kind of a piece of shit, you can't cancel them. Because, you know, that's not part of their prerogative to begin with. And that's sort of how I feel about Deadly Premonition. Which is like, you know, if the game was trying to be objectively good, when you criticized it, you know, the devs might take it personally. But I think what it's instead trying to do is be as close to the director's vision as possible. And as a result, your criticism about, oh, the combat kind of sucks, just doesn't actually matter. Okay. Alright. I would like to... Panda bear? We have a katana? What have I done? That's the shop? This is... I didn't know you could... I honestly, this whole time, thought this was not a shop. I thought this was just where we took our existing equipment and put it into our inventory. Remember when Twitch chat was on a 7-second delay? Man, those were the years. When you would make a joke and then have to remember what joke you made 10 seconds later. When people started to laugh. Wasn't it Josh that only recognized that low latency mode existed like 3 months ago?
Nick.
He's dead. Put his hood up. Preserve his dignity.
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up!
George, you're drunk.
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
Oh, here we go again.
Diane, don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
Oh, come on.
George, it's no good.
I mean, I guess you gotta do something, but... Oh, let the Monarch do something. George has been watching The Strongest Man in History. He's doing it! This is absolutely incredible. World's strongest man.
There's not enough time. George, catch us!
Dude, that's an incredible leap. Unbelievable performance, George. Great work. He's done it. That's Team Unity. Dum ding, do ding ding dum ding, do ding ding dum ding, do ding ding dum dum ding ding. Oh, we saw George's haircut. He's got a legit mullet.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What?
What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too.
Debatable.
She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you,
If she still has a tongue,
quite a
perhaps.
catch. I'm impressed.
George?
He's a green seer?
Diane?
What a beautiful beast. The reason why he feel off is the many directions. Combination of sharp voices slide away into nothingness, inspiring a truly deep eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp voices. This piece is most
When you're right, you're right.
And yet, this is far more than a wonderful art. It is a blessed masterpiece by elegant
Diane?
Come closer. Begging please.
Don't talk with your mouth full. Oh no. Nick is canceled.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
Back off!
Oh!
Watch me.
Have you ever seen the... Oh, let's see how this goes first.
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
George! He was so strong. That's someone's gallbladder. He got gibbed. Have you guys ever seen that German comedy sketch / work safety video where, you know, the forklift, the guy driving the forklift looks in the wrong direction for like half a second and it starts that chain reaction where like 20 things like ping off of each other and then he drives the forks through the dude's chest and they're like, ah! That was how I felt in the middle of that scene right there.
Nick, quiet.
I don't like that.
Can you hear that?
Hmm?
What is it, boy? The real killer's still here?
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
Yeah, exactly. We had an hour of sustained seriousness. Now the game's like, we're getting goofy again. Diane, we did what we could, but we still lost her. It wasn't all your fault, George. What do you mean? It wasn't all your fault. George put in like a Herculean effort. Especially considering he's like 3/4 drunk. Where to? I knew it. Not that way. Into the office room. Why couldn't I just follow this myself? With my human sense of sight and smell? I don't think so. You need a bloodhound to follow the trail of this murder. Look at that. Even he's just getting a scent for it right now. Can't quite figure out where it's supposed to go. Oh, he's done it again. 2 bottles of wine next to the bed. You're right, Willie, but she's dead now. What does it matter? Working mirrors? Oh! Hold on. If only George were here. Yes, yes. Good boy. Yes.
Willie, are you out there?
Jason, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
What are you doing in a
Jason,
crawl space?
Stand away from the door.
in a hidden room in Diane's art gallery. Whoa, did you see the depth on his squad, though?
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane, to have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Hey man, there's no law against being horny.
I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took
This
it
man
and
looks
I
like
drove her back here.
a resident of Seattle. Every time
I have a wife, you know.
Think of the
we've been
typical
separated
Seattle
for a
resident.
while. we're going through a divorce right now, and I
See a
don't want
large,
her
middle-aged
lawyer
man in
finding
a
out.
plaid shirt and overalls.
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside?
He has a good point.
2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
As one does.
I've just been here, waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by.
Yeah, couldn't she have just closed
Well,
it?
then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
No, that
And
was
you
what I was
showed up
concerned
instead
about.
of Diane.
I like the
Zach,
idea
Diane has become the third
that he
victim
put
of our
himself
killer.
down there and took his dog with him, but the plant was like,
And nada from questioning Nick.
it's too precious. He's
Nothing.
like, I won't take risks with the
No
plant.
new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art, but he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder.
There's a strictly
They were
non-murderous
about to
level
head
of
out to the bar
argument.
again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold.
Painted his
He
face.
has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks
Let
like
me
a
know how
prime
that
suspect.
excuse works out for you in
But
the,
that door
in the
was
court
locked
of
on the
public
outside.
opinion.
There was no other way in or out of that room. Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots.
Open and
But
shut
now that
case.
Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed.
His eyes turned white.
I guess this case is really ended. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane. Take his rules and confidence away from him, I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
What a strange way to put an end cap on that conversation.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
It sounds hard.
Agent Morgan,
Life must be hard for
York.
you right now.
do you have a moment?
Dude,
is it,
you gotta air out those shoes.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the
We
hotel.
gotta go drinking with George. I gotta talk more with the Monarch. I would love to spend some time with
George, that scar
new
on
song
your cheek.
with the
Where did you
hotelier,
get it?
but she's probably asleep by now. It's like
This?
6:30 p.m.
Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of
But
it.
enough about me.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again.
Yo, is George profiling right now?
I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, we're due for some levity.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees.
George, you're being too literal. That's not what she meant. It's a metaphor,
I
sweetheart.
kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work.
Is that Thomas over there?
The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work.
It's not really what I meant, but,
York.
Bam,
I've been
bam,
an
bam,
arrogant
boom, boom.
fool, haven't I?
Yo, is that lady behind us okay?
Both Becky and Diane would still be alive.
Is she one of the zombies?
I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow
They're
your
gonna
orders
hold
from now
hands.
on. You'll have my total cooperation.
Yo, thank you, an
George.
anonymous cheerer.
You've been as cooperative as you can be.
My man's wearing
You
a
even
hard hat
invited an
inside.
FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Well, wait till tomorrow morning.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead.
Nice to see you
Diane,
as well.
too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Yo, this is official police
Nick
business.
didn't do it.
You can't just be
Fine.
divulging all this confidential information
You
out
took
there.
a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
You gotta turn the photo around, dude.
I'm busy, gotta go.
I love talking with Carol. We have so much in common. Is that Thomas? Also, why is everybody in this town now beset with dark circles under their eyes? Oh, she's good. Is she saying real words? I dream of feet like glisteners who are kosher, survive, In a sense. Everyone's just ridden Notre Dame. I feel out of Dree. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful performance. We were all thinking it, but only she had the courage to say it. Oh my god, dude. Get some vitamins. That is not normal.